Hi, welcome back to a Salesforce training video for Youth for Christ. In this training video, we're going to cover, we had a special request to add email templates and assign to gift designations for email receipts. So this is kind of a two-part, so I'm going to reference a few different videos that are actually already created, and that will help you, guide you through that process and the overview of that. So right now, the way the base box is set up, it just sends out one email receipt, and that's your general one. So I'm going to go find the general just to give you an idea of your email templates, general donation receipt. So this is the general one that's loaded in all the base boxes. There is a video out there under marketing, and then Salesforce email templates. So there's a great video on how to edit and create different templates right within Salesforce. So I won't cover that. But what you're going to need to do is create a new template. So you can either clone this one, clone an existing one. So you're going to want to create that nice new template per designation. So let's maybe say it's a designation just for campus life. So you don't want the general one, and anytime a donation is benchmarked for campus life, you want this specific one to go out. So in essence, all you would do is clone your newsletter, edit, make the edits that you need, maybe upload a picture, whatever you'd like to do. Once again, there's a nice video that already covers how to create those templates right here on the training page under marketing, and you should be able to reference that nice and easily. So the next part of this is to add it to the workflow assignments, is that you're going to need to go into the workflow rules. So we're going to go to our setup menu, and I should warn you that getting into workflow rules is a system administrator function only. Please consult with your local system admin before attempting these functions, as it certainly can have ripple effects to your organization. So let's go to the setup. I'm going to type in workflow rules. So really the only one that we need to change is the electronic, right? So we're going to start there. Actually, both in blank will do set electronic as well, so I'll have to edit those two. But we're going to create a completely new workflow rule that will evaluate based on these criteria, and which is going to have one extra parameter. So we're going to hit electronic. This is the existing one. What we're going to do is actually clone this one. So it's going to clone all the rules. It's going to clone all of that. But what I'm going to rename it is Campus Life Designation. So hopefully that makes sense. So we're kind of looking at all the same criteria. It's just we're going to add one more row to this. So we want to exclude one more thing. So we want opportunity, the designation, to equal campus life. So let's just say equals any one of those. We've got three, you can select multiple. Let's just do this singular one there. So campus life, hopefully you can see that well. So we just want to add one more criteria to this to make sure that this goes ahead and triggers off. You're also going to have to add the logic in, because we have 6 line items. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So it's looking at all this stuff in order to trigger this. So we're going to hit save and next. And now we want to create our workflow actions. So you're going to basically copy over from that other workflow rule, the electronic, all these different workflow actions to make this operate efficiently. So once again, you're going to want to copy all of these over to here to make it work efficiently. So I'm not going to go too much in depth. I'm going to show you how to just add a quick workflow action as an email alert, because that's actually selecting the new template. So we'll say campus life email receipt, and this is where you're going to select your other template. Obviously I don't have another template set up here, so I'll just select whatever email template. That's what this is. This is an email template dialog lookup box. These are just the different folders that are in there. And then what you're going to want to do is look for an email field, and this is that primary contact email. So you can always look back at the other workflow rules and how they're triggered and how that works. So we're just going to want to do that. Hit save. So that's going to tell it whenever this criteria is made, it's going to send an email alert. Hopefully that makes sense. And then also, you're going to want to copy all the rest to make sure that everything else works well. I won't go into depth, but feel free to click on those, you can actually assign those to these rules. So only different ones is the send email update. So if you click on here, you can actually, if we go back to that other email rule, so we can select an existing action as well. So let's do field update. Actually, we can do this as bulk, so that's kind of fun. So we want to look at the other one, set primary contact email. Grab that one. Set primary email sent. Select that one. Update date receipt sent. Select that one, and that should be it. So we're actually just reusing those workflow actions in this new workflow rule. So that's step one. So basically we created it, but if this triggers, it's actually going to trigger both, right? So if someone gave to Campus Life right now, because we have that other workflow rule that's sending the general receipt to every donation that's created, no exceptions for designations, they're going to get 2 receipts. So what you have to do is go back to the other workflow rule here, just the straight up electronic one, and then you're going to have to make an exclusion. So I'll show you how to do that. Go ahead and hit edit. We're going to add one more row here. So we're going to say designation not equal to Campus Life. So remember before it was equal to Campus Life, and this is not equal to Campus Life. So if any of these parameters hit that rule, it's not going to trigger. So there we go. So it's going to look at that logic. I'm going to go ahead and save this. So if both of these are activated, basically what it's going to do is if someone creates a donation, let's just go to donation record and give you a visual on how this would work. So if someone gave a designation to Campus Life here, new donation record may created, it's going to go ahead and trigger that off, and it's going to send off that designation based on Campus Life and not the general receipt email because we made that exclusion. So hopefully this makes sense. You may want to play with it a little bit on your own record and do some testing while maybe in an off time when your data processor isn't processing things, just to make sure people don't accidentally get these. But hopefully that helps, and keep enjoying having fun with Salesforce.